Good evening, everyone. So let's wait for a few minutes of time for everyone to join, and then we'll start. So today we have to start the next topic, that is recruitment and selections. And we'll wait, I think, for everyone to join first, and then we will start the session. And in the first, good evening, Raksha. I hope so your query is resolved now.
Sir, today I haven't talked to Mohini. Her phone was continuously busy and Vanshika's phone was also busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even I have, I think, one or two more references as actually. Your query hasn't resolved, then let me know. I'll just give you those numbers as well.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sure. So the next topic we have to start, that is recruitment and selection. We'll wait, I think, for 5 to 7 minutes. Let's everyone the count maybe at least 20 plus, then we'll start.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Shabana.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I hope, Shabana, I hope so your health is now okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I got a message, I think, from your sister that you were not well. That's fine.
Yes, sir.
No worries. Please take it. Mr. Anuj, how are you? I think.
Good evening, sir.
Fine, sir. Fine. What about you, sir?
Yeah, absolutely good, sir. Today a bit headache I have actually because of migraine actually.
Okay, because of the some side effects is going quite long, but it is okay, sir. I think so.
No, sir, actually, I have issue of migraine, I think, since long. And like as of now, it's a continuous working which I have on the laptop. Because I start my class early in the morning, 8 o'clock. I wind up around like with your class 7:30 or 8.
So, but nowadays, because of that, it is the continue, na, sir?
Yes, sir. That's the problem right now with me. And like being a migraine patient, somehow you need to take care.
Also, my son is also going online class. Long time. I am telling him, please take rest after the class. Take rest and slightly enjoy with the TV and then again go for class.
Yeah, that's the reason actually we people like try to avoid mobile phone users and everything.
Yes, sir.
Yes. It's okay, but we should manage. We need to manage. No other option we have.
This is the critical condition, sir.
Yes, sir. Everything is fine. I'm a very positive person actually. So I always take the things always like as a challenge for me, and it should be manageable, I think.
Okay, sir. But itself motivate.
If you won't believe, actually, like frankly speaking, because I think the class which I have from 6 to 8 of you people, it is very, very positive class for me, because whenever I take your classes, I actually forget so many things of my life, which might be, you could say, sorrow or challenges I'm facing. So like this class is very, very positive. Thanks to everyone actually.
Okay, sir.
Because the level of discussion we have. Yes, Raksha, please.
Sir, in this pandemic, I think the use of mobile phones and continuous sitting in front of system like 12 to 14 hours, it's very hectic. Yes. People who don't have headache, even I don't have headache, I'm also having headaches.
Yes, Raksha, but headache and migraine is very different.
Yes, sir, I know.
Very severe actually, because I was like, even like because of yoga, pranayam, and I do a lot of workout actually. That is also not being working right now. But that is the reason, because I'm able to control my migraine.
Also, sir, because not going outside, then mind setup is also disturbed.
Yes, sir, definitely. That's why I do one thing. I just roam around in my house. I take one class in my mother's room, one class in my hall, one class in my room. So I just change my sitting place as well.
For myself, is no. For I am all day working. Come for the 4 or 6 hours in the plant.
Yes, sir. Great. I think we should wait, I think, for a few minutes. Thank you, Mr. Anu. Thank you, Raksha, for very positive discussion. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just waiting, I think, for 20 plus count, and then we'll start. Okay. Meanwhile, if you have any query, anything you want to ask, please let me know. So wait for 1 moment, okay? Then we'll start. So I think we should start the class now, okay? And the next topic we have recruitment and selection. And like definitely in the first half, we'll discuss this topic. We'll try to cover up recruitment today, and selection definitely will complete tomorrow. And day after tomorrow, we have to do the class exercise we need to complete. I hope so. You have started working on it. So second half, we'll definitely discuss the case study of job analysis. Okay, that is still pending. So that will cover up in the second half of today's class. Okay, so let's start with the part right now. First of all, that is we are discussing about the recruitment process or what is recruitment. Okay, as we know that, because I'll just teach you this particular topic from 2 PPTs. Okay, one is very theoretical, one is more interactive. Okay, so let's move to my first PPT right now. That is about the recruitment and selection. I hope that is visible to you. Now, whenever we talk about the recruitment process, the recruitment basically consists of this hierarchy to follow by the HR department. Okay, because whenever we discuss about the recruitment, it's always start from the business objectives, company's future, you could say, vision and mission. According to that, the HR is always plan about what type of job we need to perform, the level of job we need to perform, the number of labor to be hired, their salary structure, everything is decided upon. I mean, the complete policy making we're discussing right now. Now, the recruitment basically is a stage where we are actually officially declaring that these are the, you could say, vacant post or the new post which the company is looking for, or the new option the company is actually giving an opportunity to the prospective or the potential, you could say, workforce available in the market. And they always provide all the basic details. I think we discussed in the last session regarding what is job analysis, job design, job description, rotation, everything. Everything is clearly mentioned on that particular job analysis or the prospectus, better to call it. After that, we actually come up with the recruitment stage. Now, what exactly the recruitment is all about? In a simple language, it is finding and attracting the applications. Okay. As you know that like recently, so for example, if I'm working for IIBM, I'm working for Symbiosis right now, I'm working for Prestige Indore. I always do have a hunger to teach more and more college just to actually learn something new, some new system, you could say some new methodology, some new pedagogy we can say of teaching. That is my hunger I'm talking right now. Recruitment is basically one of the most important criteria that a company must need to find the potential, or you could say the capable and the competent personnel from the market and attract them, hire them, or they can actually give some stimulus to them in order to actually either have a, you could say, a position in the organization. So this particular new applicant procedure or the hiring the new, or you could say fresh blood, or you could say experienced individual from the market, it always starts from finding and attracting. Okay, finding is nothing but basically just actually once giving the, you could say an advertisement. Okay, Now these recruitment, maybe you could say internal or external, maybe. It totally depends on company's policy, what type of recruitment policy they opt, because each and every recruitment policy always consists of certain cost consideration as well. Okay. So usually whenever we discuss about this recruitment process, we always need to understand from the particular prospect for a particular, you could say, job position or job profile, we need to hire the right person, right candidate, deserving candidate, better to say, I think so. Okay. Now, these recruitment process basically consist of certain screening level as well. Okay, these screening level basically all about the various stages through which the you could say the candidate must have to pass through and clear all those stages in order to actually get select in the final interview or get select for the company's final offer. Okay, there's a very basic fundamental what the recruitment is all about. Is it clear? I think everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So recruitment, as we know that it's a two-way process we are talking right now. It's a two-way affair basically we're talking right now. As you can see on my slide, that is organization is looking for a qualified applicant. Applicants are looking for a particular, you could say potential company. Okay, because see, it is about this demand and supply. Okay, like for example, if I'm working with IIBM right now, if I'm with, definitely IIBM needs me and I need, you could say the services from the IIBM side. It's a very, very simple fundamental, the give and take relationship between a company, between the market and the company, between I could say an applicant and the company we are talking right now. Now, when we talk about these strategic recruitment decisions, we always need to understand, we always need to keep in mind about these three basic strategies. Okay. The first and foremost thing which comes under human resource planning decision. Okay. It means that how many employees are needed, first of all, when they need it, and special qualification required for that particular position. Okay. We discussed already about HRP. Okay. So we are not going to cover that. Strategic recruiting decisions, when to recruit, where to recruit. There I told you, internal, external as well. Internal maybe from, you could say within the organization, you take the references or you promote someone to different, you could say job profile. That is maybe called internal recruitment. And external recruitment, you are hiring someone from outside as a new or a fresh face in the organization. Clear? Now, whom to recruit? That is about the flexible staffing option. Flexible means a particular person do have a, you could say, autonomy, a particular free breathing space in the company to work according to their comfort, whether it you could say the work in the morning shift, afternoon shift, night shift, working from home as well, or the hybrid form of working as well. Okay, that everything will come under whom to recruit. Next one we have nature of job requirement. We discussed already. These job profile may be an industrial profile, service profile, you could say educational profile. Okay, it may be, we can talk about the marketing profile. So according to the job requirement, the nature is all about what type of job which we need to offer to our candidates. And the last one, decision on recruiting, that is sources or methods through which we can recruit. That is about the advertisement agencies, which type of advertisement we need to offer. And the last one is recruiting activities. Okay, very, very simple, I think so. Yes, students, please kindly confirm.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So before moving further, we discussed this diagram. We discussed about what is recruitment is all about, just to attract the qualified pool, qualified individuals available in the market. Okay. Now, basic recruitment goals we have, that is about the attracting the qualified applicant, which we discussed already. Encourage unqualified applicant to self-select themselves out. Okay, the very, very important one. That is about the rejection criteria, we can say. Okay, so important thing, like when you, as you know that, like whenever we apply for any competitive examination, or you could say any company, those who are taking some test or some screening procedure with the help of some quizzes, some assessment, if we talk about some case study, if we talk about, and on the basis of those score as well, they can either select or reject a particular individual. So recruitment goals is selecting or attracting the qualified and rejecting the unqualified. Clear? that we already covered up. No need to discuss. Yes. Now the purpose and importance of recruitment we are talking right now. Now I think it's very, very simple that what is the basic purpose of recruitment for the company is just for the current requirement in the organization or just for the future course of action. If the company is thinking to expand, company is thinking to diversify, company is thinking to hire for a new project. Okay. The more important that the whatever you could say pool of job which we are hiring or the recruitment process which we are initiating in the company, there should be minimal cost should be incurred so that the cost to the company should not be higher and it may not affect the company's other you could say course of action or other business decision making in the organization. Next one, I think it's very, very simple that when we discuss about the success rate, okay, because as we know that as of now in the current market, as of now in the market, if we talk about in India, we have more number of, you could say we have a higher number of turnovers actually. Okay, and that turnover actually demands the company to recruit the individual throughout the year as well. Okay, so something that is definite success rate is all about. The HR manager must be actually working on the ground in such a manner that the candidate which you are hiring in the company must retain in the company for a particular period of time which the company is expecting from him or her. Okay, when the longevity with the particular individual may serve to the company, it should be as high as possible until unless any unforeseen event does not occur. Okay. Next one, reduce the probability that job applicant once recruited and selected will leave the organization only after a short period of time. It's very, very important as we discuss about the turnover part actually. Okay, so turnover should be as minimum as possible, and it's one of the major challenge we can say nowadays for an HR department. Okay, they all need to understand about the legal formality, legal obligation, legal responsibility, social responsibility while working in the organization. They must need to understand the ethical aspect. They must need to understand the work culture. They must need to understand the you could say the parameters or the factors through which the company may run, or you could say the grounds on which the company always run, and that pillar should be as strong as possible in order to work in that particular organization. Okay. Now identify preparing job applicants and evaluating effectiveness of recruitment techniques, like whatever technique which we are offering, whether it's an online process, one-to-one process, multi-stage process, which particular techniques of recruitment would be most suitable, cost effective, and efficient in terms of hiring the right candidate. So that you could say the process which the company must need to opt for. Clear, I think, everyone? Hanji, everyone, please kindly confirm. Is this part clear?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. So next one we have discussed already. Yeah, let me, I think, move to my second presentation because see, I have a two presentation for this particular topic. Okay. Yeah, this is, I think, the part we have to discuss that we discussed already. Yes, the factor governing recruitments now. Okay, the major factor which will affect the recruitment process in the organization. The first one is called external factors. Okay, now when we are discussing about the external factors, we are talking about the demand and supply proposition. Okay, definitely, as you know that, like whenever, like for example, because after the pandemic, once the things would get normalized in the market, definitely there would be huge demand of the you could say manpower in the organization. Okay, because there are so many companies, those who fired so many people. Okay, they maybe, you could say, left the company because of certain reasons as well. Okay, so demand and supply proportion, nothing but basically in order to fulfill the expected candidate or desired candidate the company is looking after, is the supply or is the availability of those caliber or those temperament individuals available in the society or in that locality or not? The one is one of the most important factor about the demand and supply proposition of a particular skill set or the skills which the company is looking after. Second point, unemployment rate. Okay, unemployment rate, because as you know that like whenever even a particular as per the government policy, if you talk about even a particular you could say a foreign company or an Indian company, whenever the government even allowing them to get enter into the Indian market, their main motive is just to provide the job opportunities to the local or to the personnel available over there. Okay, so the company or the government must have to keep in mind that whenever they are actually coming up with some recruitment, you could say procedure, they need to understand the unemployment rate in the locality. What about their cost of living? What about their expected salary structure? The salary structure of the peer companies, whatever. So these two should be keep in mind whenever you talk about the unemployment rate. And according to those policies as well, the company may decide upon how exactly we need to frame the recruitment procedure. Is it clear, everyone? Third point, I think we have labor market condition. Now, what is labor market condition? It is basically based on so many factors, because labor market condition may be categorized or may be understood with the help of type of labor, skilled, semi-skilled, unskilled. Labor availability based on their interest, maybe part-time, full-time, or on a contractual basis. Maybe based on their expected salary structure in that domain or in that sector. The impact of union in that locality or in that particular system. So there are so many factors which we can consider under this labor market conditions. Clear, I think, everyone? I hope so, friend. Am I clearly audible and these things are clear?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Fourth point, we have political and legal environment. Now, political environment is very common nowadays. And see, first of all, we discuss about the legality. As you know that like even in India, the child labor is not allowed. Okay. There are certain reservations is the government is providing to certain category or certain sectors. According to that, you need to design your recruitment policy on the basis of, you could say, caste, on the basis of, you could say, a particular quota system which is being given. So reservation is one of the main you could say criteria in Indian condition. Like recently, I think it was the case in Haryana, I think so, if I'm not wrong, that the Haryana government has, I think, come up with certain law that the companies, those who are situated in Haryana state, they have to give the local people some percentage of job in the organization. I don't know that percentage right now. I think it is 20 or 30% might be.
25%, sir.
How much?
Yes, sir.
20%.
Chandrabhushan, your voice is not clear actually.
25%.
So there is a network. Hello.
Yeah, Chandrabhushan, please. Now it's clear.
75%. 75%, sir.
Yes. So I think because of
Am I
that
audible?
decision, yeah, audible.
It is 75%.
Okay, 75%.
Okay.
Okay, so recently they come up with that law, and because of that, you can see that the MNCs, those who are working in those locality or in those areas, they definitely have opposed those policies, because sometimes what happened, these companies are always looking for skill set. Okay, not actually concerned about the reservations actually. But these are the basically condition which you need to understand on the basis of state government policy, or you could say central government policies. According to that, you need to implement, you need to actually design your recruitment policy. There's an example I have put it over here. Again, labor law, definitely you need to understand about the different salary structure, the component of salary structure, the leaves which we need to provide as per the norms of the government. Okay, especially for females and males. Okay, so there are certain, you could say, upgradation in that, and those legal law we always need to keep in mind as well. Okay, next one we have image. Image means think why the image word I have mentioned over here, image in the context of
Brand name.
yes, Rahul?
Brand name.
Yes, that is about the branding. Okay, means basically like if I'm talking about, like for example, if I want to, you could say, join a company, definitely the one first and foremost factor which I'll just talk about is about the branding or the popularity of that company in the market. Okay, and that is a very, very crucial factor, because like for example, if I'm working with Google, definitely is one of the different. If I'm working with IITs, if I'm working with IIM, the people do have some different perspective, different societal status. If we talk about in this particular case, when we talk about image, branding, or the standing of the company in the market as compared to the competitors. The second factors which we have, that is called internal factor. The first one is recruitment policy. Is the company is hiring the individual as per internal policy or from the internal sources or from the external sources? So first and foremost thing. HRP, first of all, what type of human resource planning we have, the what context, in the what context you are hiring the employee, for how long you want to hire an employee, okay, what sort of working condition you wanted to provide to them. I think HRP we've already covered up. Okay, so all those factor analysis which will come under internal factors. Next, we have size of the organization. Now, as you know that whenever we talk about a particular company, those who are very extremely well settled, their departments are well structured, their line staffing is well maintained, the flow of communication is transparent and crystal clear. In such a cases, the bigger the organization, definitely lesser would be the recruitment problems. Okay, in such a cases, we need to understand that these organizations always have some synchronized way, some uniformity, some standardization in their communication or in their process of, you could say, a responsibility of a particular, you could say, level. When you talk about different levels of the hierarchy, definitely that is not the part of syllabus right now, but for different level of hierarchy, if we talk about, if the bigger the organization would be, definitely there would be more and more, you could say, there would be, you could say, less recruitment issues which they might face. Okay, and the last one is the cost, which is the one of the most important factor, and the growth and expansion plan. According to that, we always design our recruitment policies. Haji, any point in this external and internal? Haji, is it clear or not? Shall we move to the next slide?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Now we'll discuss about recruitment process. It's very, very simple, first of all. Okay. The first and foremost thing about recruitment planning, so the number of contacts and the type of contacts. Okay. What does it mean? The contacts over here. Context means Haji, what is the meaning of contacts over here?
Maybe third-party agencies like all these recruitment agencies.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Okay. So when we talk about recruitment planning, definitely the company must need to look after about how they may approach. Okay. That approach maybe with the help of, like as discussed, I think, what's the name? I think it's Diljit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Diljit. Yes. So as we discussed, like whenever we want to apply for a particular job in an organization, you see the advertisement on LinkedIn, print media, even Insta, or various social profiles, we can say. Okay, so it's a basic way how we can actually contact, the number of contacts, but number of, you could say, applications which you are accepting, max to max 1,000, max to max 2,000, whatever it could be. Okay, the second one, we have recruitment strategy development. Okay, the first is called your make or buy employee. What does it mean? I think you might know make or buy decision. Haji. So whether, yeah, please, anyone first. What is make or buy employee? How it could be related with that? No, I think, yeah, sure. Just try to understand. There are basically two procedures through which the company may develop their human resources. Either they will make, means they will develop a particular human resource, or they will hire or they will outsource from somewhere. That is called make or buy. It's always, you could say, very simple phenomena in the company. Like even I saw one, you could say, institute in Bombay actually, where one professor who was initially hired in the company as a visiting faculty, and later on, after working at least with the company for 5 to 7 years, he becomes the head of department of that particular organization. Okay, this is called the make. Make means developing an individual. Buy means basically outsource directly, or you could say import directly from the market. That is called make or buy employees. Understood? I think.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next one we have technological sophistication. In the technical, you could say, competency of an individual as per the requirement of the company, according to the things maybe you could say look after by the company when it's come to the recruitment decisions. Okay, so that will be your technological sophistications. Next we have where to look, how to look. Where means basically the you could say the different geographical regions. If we talk about different cities, different countries, if we can talk about. Okay, how to look means how the company can approach them. Okay, like for example, if a particular MNC is looking for a prospective candidate from Asian market, so they may actually look to all the countries in Asia. How they can approach it, that definitely that would be one of the strategy which they have to develop. Yes, clear everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, then I think it's a internal recruitment. We have a first source, that is about the first and foremost source we have in the company. That is called present employee referral, transfers and promotions, former employee, previous applicants, evaluation of internal recruitment. Very, very simple actually, how the source may be internal recruitment as well. Haji, is it clear? Internal recruitment, source number one. Yes, everyone, please kindly confirm. Because this topic,
Okay, sir.
yeah, thank you so much. Because these are the topics are self-explanatory. That's why I'm not going to discuss in detail right now. Okay. Second one, we have external recruitment, which includes the professionals or trade association with whom you can contact and you can, you could say, outsource people from the market. Advertisements, employment exchange. It's very, very important part. Like for example, if I'm working in India with an institute, those who are having the branches in the foreign, like for example, Amity. So one of my friend is working in Amity in Delhi right now, and he actually shifted to Dubai, I think so, for 2 years on an employment exchange program. Okay, so the employees working in Dubai, working in India on the behalf of that individual, and the individual working in India, working in the basically shifted to Dubai for a meeting. Okay, this is an employment exchange program. Campus recruitment, very common, I think so. The company that approach to the colleges, okay, and from that definitely they hire the prospective students. Okay, that may be the the candidate for them for the future. Walk-in interviews, consultants, contractors. Contractors mean third-party agencies. Okay, displaced persons. Okay, rated elevations, acquisition and mergers, competitors, and evaluation of external recruitment. Any point I think to be discussed? I think it's very, very simple. And I've explained to you.
Displaced persons.
Displaced, like for example, let's suppose if I'm working right now in Prestige Indore, for example, and I got displaced. Displaced might be because I left the company may fired me, for example. So I am now unemployed. So I am the displaced person from one college because of COVID letters. For example, the company has fired me from the organization because they won't be able to afford. In such a cases, I am the displaced person in the market, and I am just looking for a job on an immediate basis.
Okay.
Yes.
Sir, last one, evaluation of external recruitment.
The evaluation basically nothing but which method is best suited to you, because once you have the multiple methods available, you might choose 2 or 3 out of them. Okay, so which method will give you the best possible output when it's come to your hiring process? Definitely that would be the evaluation part, and definitely the company may actually opt the same methodology whenever they will go for next level of recruitment in the future days.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. I hope so the internal external recruitment sources are clear.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now, next one we have searching. Okay, searching basically is all about what searching we're talking right now. It is about exploring actually. It includes the source activation. Now, what is source activation? Yes, it may be basically the part of references. Any idea, please? Anyone?
Sir, it might be like we have been selected for particular company and with some references, and from that reference only we are getting some info type.
Definitely, definitely. One of the type of source activation we can say, because
Yes.
sources are basically nothing but the you could say the company or an agency, or you could say a broker, or we can say from any you could say entity. If we talk about the company may actually generate the leads in terms of their prospective individuals or prospective candidates. That is source activation. Okay. Then selling is what we are selling over here. The company's product. What product? But because we are talking about recruitment right now, what the selling signifies over here?
Is it our knowledge?
Pardon?
Knowledge,
Knowledge.
potentiality.
See, company is actually selling, means company is providing the product. Company is attracting the prospective clients by selling a bundle of benefits. Yes, Rahul, I think you want to say something.
Yes, sir. Just he's selling his position in the company
To whom?
to the candidate.
To the candidate. Okay, yeah, definitely. What happens somehow, like, because for example, like being a prospective, you could say a potential candidate available in the market to join as a, you could say, a faculty in different colleges, the company may offer, you could say, different bundle of benefits to me. It's like the package of benefit the company may provide in terms of my salary structure, in terms of my research work, in terms of my professional growth, in terms of designation. Definitely, I have a different benefits or different, you could say, options available in a locality. Definitely, the company is selling those, and whoever will be actually most suited to my expectation will be definitely the one to with whom I may be interested to work. That is called the selling proposition. That is selling the bundle of benefits, attracting the customer. Because see, it's definitely nowadays it's a customer only. Because even you won't believe, when I was working in Bombay, actually for 2 years I worked over there, and I worked with very renowned colleges over there. Okay, I will not name it anyone right now, but the way the company have approached, because I started working, I think, with Wellinger initially, and then I started working with ITM group of institutions over there. After joining these two premium institutions in Mumbai, actually, I got so many offers from the colleges over there. I'm just giving an example regarding selling right now. And definitely I have a limited time to offer, because as you know that in Mumbai, if you are traveling somewhere, definitely you have only that destination to cover up on a particular day. You can cover up only either a particular west, east, whatever it could be. In such a case, the selling is nothing but basically once you have the potential to serve, once you may become the gem, a star of the particular organization when it's come to faculty base in an institution, definitely this would be the one of the selling proposition which the company must have to offer. When it's come to my transportation, when it's come to my salary structure, when it's come to research work, whatever. So that is basically the part of your selling propositions. I hope so.
I think that, hello.
Yeah, please.
I think top management recruited by only the selling procedure.
Yes, definitely, sir.
Top management. That means the CEO and this and all the things is on the recruited by the selling procedure, only selling.
Yes, sir. Because they are the premium actually employees of the company, and like whenever you're hiring director, CEO, stakeholders.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Very good, sir. Handy. Shall we move to the next and last point? That is about the screening of application. It's very simple. Okay, whatever application you have received, you need to scrutinize which candidate fits to your, you could say your profile, or it fits to your requirements. If not, definitely it's an acceptance and rejection criteria. Clear, I think, everyone?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Next one, we have evaluation and cost control. Okay. Under evaluation and cost control, we actually evaluate the salary cost, first of all, of the company, management and professional time spent. Because definitely these are the individuals, those who are giving their time in recruitment process. They may be actually engaged more profitably in some companies' planning procedure. But as of now, with the companies going for recruitment procedure, the management and the professional engaged in recruitment process, definitely it is again the cost to the company. Advertisement cost, producing supportive literature. Supporting literature is nothing but the past history and how the previous manager has hired the you could say individual from the market. So you will actually go for the past history as well, or study of the history, how the company has actually going through recruitment process in the past. Definitely recruitment overhead and expenses, that would be the major part of that. Cost of overtime and outsourcing. Overtime means definitely, like for example, if I'm working in the college as a director, my college time is only from 9 to 4. But if because of recruitment process, I'm working till 7, I'm working till 8 or 9 or 10 maybe. So definitely company is liable to pay me overtime on that basis. Okay. Outsourcing, for example, for a panel of group discussion, for a panel of interview, you might have hired some local personality as well, or some local individuals, those who are situated at a very good managerial position. So that is called the independent, you could say, invitees for that particular panelist. Okay, and consultants fee, definitely that is the important part which you have to pay. Clear, I think? Evaluation, cost control.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Next one, we have evaluation of recruitment process. Okay. Now, recruitment process basically nothing but whether the recruitment which we have designed, which we have planned and executed, giving us the utmost returns or not. Okay. The first one, return rate of applications sent out. Return rate application sent out means number of application received, number of application accepted, number of application rejected. Definitely, it requires a lot of operating activity, operating cost of the company. Okay. Suitable candidate for selection, very important part. There should not be any, you could say, practices in such a manner that there should not be any biased approach for the company. Okay. Whether the candidate which we have selected is the best suited to that particular profile or that position. Does he deserving? Okay. Does he the right one? Every question mark which you need to assess once the employee started working with the organization. Retention and performance of selected candidate, up to what extent he may work. What about their performances? Okay. Recruitment cost, time lapse data, very important part. Now, when we discuss about any idea about this time-lapse data, what does it mean? Hanji, any idea what is time-lapse data? I think we have some individuals, those who belong to the industries. No idea?
I think, sir, overdue recruitment.
Sir, I think it's delay to recruitments.
Overdue. Already recruited, then they will give the times. Hello?
No. Yes, sir. Yes, please.
Sir, I think recruitment delay is because recruited sometime, then they will give the times. You joining after 2 months or 1.5 months. This is a time lapse, I think so.
Yeah, that is a time lapse basically, because time lapse data is nothing but, for example, in an organization, you need a worker for, you could say, operation of the machinery, and you need a worker immediately from 1st of June. Okay. But and you have started working on recruitment from tomorrow, it's 20th of May. Okay. So from 20th of May, and if you would be able to provide the right candidate till 1st of May, definitely there is no time lapse. Okay. But if the candidate required from 1st of June, and it is not available till 20th of June, 30th of June, whatsoever, the number of days the machinery or a particular position is still, you could say, vacant is called your time-lapse data. Clear? Like you want to hire a manager in the company, and the manager vacancy is there from 1st of June. And if you would be able to provide the manager right candidate to the company from 1st of June, no time lapse, no loss to the company. But if the position is vacant, who will handle that responsibility? So the time lapse from the date of requirement till the date of availability is called time lapse data.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you. And the last one, we have image projection. What is image projection over here? What image projection we are talking right now? In what context we are talking right now?
I think, sir, market value of the employee.
Market value of the employee, or yes, definitely, or appreciation in the value of the company as well, because as
This is internal. This is internal, but for the external, market value of the employee, because some employee is extraordinary. That time there is time image projection, just like it.
Actually, it is nothing but, like, for example, the growth of the company in the market. Okay, they have started with 5 employees, move to 50 employees, move to 500 employees, and so on. Okay, image projection, I think basically once the company is going for any evaluation of the recruitment process, definitely they just want to expand their company in terms of labor force. Okay, and hire the labor force, more retained labor force, we can say, that will create the position in the market, because it is all about mouth publicity. Once I have started working with a particular institution, definitely if I'm very, very happy, I'll just tell to at least 10 to 15 of my friend, 15 will tell to another 20, 30, and so on. So this is the way how the image may be built up by the company in the market because of this particular recruitment process.
By the company, by the image created by the company.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
To weekends off, flexible working time. There are so many things with that attracts the individuals to join a company. Okay. Yes, students, I think so. Is it clear now? Yes, students, please kindly confirm. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think now we are just shifting to a break right now for 10 minutes, and then we'll start the case study today, please. Case study of job evaluation. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So just going for a break of 10 minutes. We'll get back to you at 7 o'clock sharp. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yes, students. So I think I have already shared the case study with you on your WhatsApp. I hope so you have received the Word file. The second, I think one case study we have done only till now, or even we have to discuss more and more case studies for this topic. Okay. So today we'll wind up this case study. It is about role play. I think we have done in the last session only. And job description of an assistant. Okay. That we need to start now. I think everyone might have received it, please.
सर आवाज नहीं है वर्क
Pardon? Yes, students. I think I've already shared on WhatsApp to everyone.
Yes, received, sir.
Yes. Please
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
after 10 minutes, we'll start discussing on that, the questions specifically and the summary of this case study. Usually, at least we need to cover at least one case study for each topic. Okay. So this is for job analysis. One will go for job design. Okay. That we'll discuss in tomorrow's class. For recruitment, we are about to complete. It's hardly 1 or 2 more slides are left, and then we'll move to selection part. Wait, Prakash, please kindly mute. Yes, we're waiting for 5 minutes. 7:10 sharp. We'll start discussing on this, please. Okay. Once you are done, please kindly raise your hand. Okay, so I can see the numbers. Okay.
सर क्वेश्चन एक बार ऊपर कर दीजिए
Yeah, sure.
So increase the font size.
Yes, definitely, ma'am. But I said if I'll increase the font size, definitely it won't be visible the complete.
No, it is now okay.
Yeah. I think Miss Poonam, I have already shared it on the WhatsApp as well. Okay, you might have received it.
Okay, I am seeing on this only laptop
No
because
worries, no worries. Please.
I usually prefer a mobile.
Yes, yes.
Because it is very small. I wear specs, so I don't want to burden my eyes.
Yes, yes, ma'am. That is, I think, far better.
Because scientific, it is scientific.
Yes, 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 ma'am. Yes, student, please kindly raise your hand. Mr. Anuj is done. Okay. What about others? Okay, still waiting for 2 more minutes, please. Do it fast. Hanji, done? Okay, Diljit, done. Good. I think we should wait for a few more minutes. Let's everyone complete, and then we'll start. It's a very, very simple case study regarding job description. And you can see that the blunder of job description, if it is not there, definitely how the company may face, or how the you could say mismanagement is there when it's come to the responsibilities towards the action or the work which we need to execute.
So company collapse if job discussion is not defined.
Yes, yes, definitely. And that's the case actually. You can see the problems and what the solution which they are coming up with.
And trading company is the must, sir.
Yes, definitely, definitely. And it's like for a single second, if you missed, definitely it's a huge loss for the client.
Yes, yes, because market is very fast grow, very fast gone down.
Because I think this case study may not suit to I think so, everyone, because it's more a case study about stock exchange and tradings. Okay, but one should actually understand. One should at least take an interest about how these things works as well. Okay, Raksha is done. Good. So, Mr. Anu, you invest in the market?
Quite on some amount only, not
Like
more.
mutual funds
Mutual fund.
or SIPs? Okay,
SIP only.
SIP.
Not the directly in the share market.
Yes, definitely. Even I do also the same thing actually, because the share market is, I think, very different.
Because if invest in the share market, then you look always.
Yes. You have
Otherwise,
to,
otherwise you're losing the money.
yes, definitely.
And SIP is comfortable.
What SIP you have? Which SIPs you have as of now?
So many, sir.
How many? Like 10, 20?
Near about 10. Near about 10.
10. So you are, I think, might be going in balanced growth or debt.
Some is progressive growth, some is balanced.
No debt at all.
No.
Okay. That's great. Just show me your portfolio, okay, if you are interested, because I might suggest you something better.
Okay, sir. But most of money is invest in other way.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Because market is very much is up and down nowadays. You see, but
SIP is actually like it's suitable for everyone. Even though if you do not have the market knowledge, you may go for SIPs.
Because you invest the money, SIP is general thing. You invest the money and forget it.
Definitely.
Just like a FD. Just like a FD.
Yes. It's like an
You see, in the latest market, FD is in my opinion, is just like SIP.
Yeah, even like because we do not have any, you could say, part available as of now. When we talk about FD, hardly we are getting only 5% in that. Okay, but when we go at least for a 100% debt fund, you are getting at least 7 to 8 or 10% for that. So that is the difference actually.
Depending on the first you secure your future, then after that you invest.
Yeah, definitely, sir.
Then you play, definitely, and you increase the income.
So SIP in long run is very helpful.
Yeah, definitely. It should be like period of 3 to 4 years. It's always good for you.
Yes, and the return is also good.
Yes.
Just like FD, ma'am. Just like FD.
It's like an
and FD on the market condition.
But what I personally actually suggest to everyone, you always need to go for, I think, 3:2:1 ratio. If you are like not an aggressive investor, so 3 in equity, 2 in balanced, and 1 in debt.
So can you please check your WhatsApp now?
Yeah,
I shared.
Yeah, definitely. Because first
Just now I shared.
First in ICICI one is an index fund actually.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and then Flexi.
Yeah.
I think it is also in equity. I think so.
Yeah.
Yes. Blue chip is again equity.
Yes, sir.
Small cap, I think we need to say sectors actually, in which sector it is invested.
Yes, sir. But just now started now, sir. Just recently.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think I'm not seeing any balanced or any debt fund, I think, in this.
No, sir.
Yeah, it is all equity, I think so.
It's all equity, sir.
Yeah. So I think you must try. I think, as for my suggestion, I am again Aditya Birla. You can add actually in that.
Aditya Birla, sir. Okay, sir. And anything, sir. Can you please advise me in WhatsApp? What I have to do for further any your suggestions?
You have the application of ET Money.
Yeah.
ET Money you have, I think so.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Search on ET Money. You will find really good options.
You go with the progressive. You go with the progressive company.
Oh, okay.
You see and the company graph and go for the progressive company.
Exactly.
Like HDFC, UTI, SBI, ESP.
HDFC is the perfect. HDFC also perfect.
Because recently, yesterday itself, I purchased one SBI actually. SBI Banking and Financial Services Fund. It's basically equity fund. It's really good because its NAV right now is very low. NAV is around 20, 23, 25 rupees. So you purchase on low, definitely once the market will open and after 3 years of time, it will give you at least a return of 13, 14% at least. Because I am a finance faculty, frankly speaking. Okay.
So which share?
I'm a core finance faculty, specialized in banking actually.
That's why I'm asking, sir. Okay, no,
I came up front regarding this investment because I am not that good in this share market. I don't have much knowledge about that. But regarding SIPs and all, everything you may assess, you may analyze, and you may invest in that. And everyone should, I think so, because if you started working, you must have to invest in SIPs.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. I think so. We are diverting from our topic. If you need any help, just let me know. Okay, anytime you just drop me a personal text. I'll definitely help you out. Okay.
Now go for the case study.
So any brief description from your side first? Diljit, I think. Shall we start with you? No, we'll start with Raksha, I think so. Raksha, please. Raksha, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. Short summary, please.
Yes, sir. It's all about the stock market. The FL Fortune Financial Service Limited company, and the Robin was the branch manager in Delhi. So the stock market company was going good, and to encash the opportunities, they have recruited 5 additional assistants. And all were young graduates with 2 to 3 years of experience in stock operations. So and there 2 supervisors also. So they manage. They are allowed trading in BSE and NSE both. So they need to maintain 50 on daily basis 50 client datas also. So it was becoming little bit hectic for the assistants also to manage client datas. So some pros and cons are also there. Then when the client exceeds its limit, so they exceeds its limit, they need to they need to collect cash immediately. So these were the drawbacks. They were not collecting cash from the clients on immediate basis, and so the Robin suggested that this way we can't go ahead. So we need to synchronize our rules and roles and responsibilities in a proper way. So nobody will miss the deadlines, and he has clearly mentioned the roles and responsibilities for the assistants and the client also.
Okay, great. I think you have covered almost all the points.
Yeah.
She covered all the points, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Raksha. Yes. So, Raksha, what about the first question? If we'll talk about what should be the format and final form of the trading assistant job description?
So what should be the format and final form of trading assistant's job description? So before hiring and before recruiting any job assistants, we need to properly make them understand about the rules and the rules and regulations, the laws of the company, and the responsibilities that they need to handle. What responsibilities they need to handle in that job.
Okay. So, yes, definitely. I think the question is very simple. Second is very simple again. Is it advisable to specify rules and regulations in the body of the job description, or should these be kept separately? What do you think?
Yes, it is advisable to specify all the rules and regulations. It shouldn't be kept separately, because until and unless we give them I mean, tell them about the rules and regulations, they won't be knowing what are the rules and responsibilities of them also. So we need to specify each and every policies of the company.
Yes, very good, very good. So I think one last question from Chandrabhushan, I think so. Chandrabhushan, like if you are in the place of Robin Singh, okay, what would be the criteria of job analysis as per your opinion?
As per my opinion, we should first track that how much clients we have, and accordingly we have prepared the job description. And we also check the actual qualifications and everything which includes for this roles.
Okay.
Like per person how much client to be handled, who can check the if anyone exceed their limit, we can specify a person that you can check that if anyone is exceed their limit, you can ask them to deposit the amount, exceeded amount.
Okay.
Like this, which are 5 points are mentioned by the Robin Singh. We have given 4 5 point and any other points given to the associates to given them responsible being the keep them responsible to check all these points and get the results accordingly.
Okay.
And ask to get the result accordingly.
Poonam, what about you? What should be job analysis? Miss Poonam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Understood, I think, Miss Poonam, this case study or not?
Yes, sir. I have clearly understood. But the last one is little bit confusing me.
See, it is basically all about the job analysis. I think the topic which we discuss on Monday and Tuesday, I think so.
Yes, sir.
Analysis.
So job analysis will be the final result, na, sir? How the jobs will be managed.
No, ma'am. I think you're going wrong in that way. It is basically the first and foremost stage regarding what sort of requirements you have.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. So on the basis of that, we always analyze the job first, and according to that, we search for the prospective individuals from the market. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Diljit, I think any other input from your side?
So as you know, it is a very new company and they were growing and they wanted to consolidate the whole operation. Hence the requirement for the job description and job analysis came in picture. So Robin Singh analyzed those and he found there are the key challenges which he faced to manage his portfolio and manage his trading account and his client's trading account accordingly. So he had made that systematic approach. He recruited associates, plus he has also recruited 2 supervisors who are, of course, when I say supervisors, they are trained, they are exposed, they are experienced, who have handled cases in the past, so that they can manage the back-end operations perfectly. So job analysis in this case, he has described it keeping in mind in all the back-end processes.
Okay, thank you.
So the problems the Robin Singh faced, on the basis of that, the job analysis will be conducted, sir.
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. Because
Yes.
see, we need to give our own opinion. If we would be at that position in place of Robin Singh, I mean, what should be our, you could say, perspective or the way how we actually do the job, like how Raksha has suggested. Actually, she has explained very, very fantastically, I think so, this particular case study. Yes, thank you, Raksha. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, fine. I think so. I think student, that is enough for the day. I think so. And tomorrow I'll just take one case study on job design. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sir, I want to ask one question, sir.
Yeah, please, sure.
So the first question is that what should be the format? So the format will be in a how we will start writing so please give a sample of it.
Okay, you need a sample format because see that format.
Yes, sir. For this question, sir.
But usually what happens, like whenever even like we are applying for any job, everything like when it comes to job description, everything whether it is mentioned on paper or it is being orally described by the manager or the recruiter at a time of interview. Okay.
So the same format will be here.
Yeah, definitely.
General, this is the all companies format is same, ma'am.
Yes,
Same.
sir.
This
So
is the
what should
general
be the
description.
format? And the question is that what should be the format and the final form of trading?
As per the company, as per the trading company, as per the if the trading company's format is different and other company format is different.
Yes, sir.
Because
No,
see,
I that understood that the format is same for all the companies. But the question here is what is the final form?
Okay.
Depending on the company, ma'am. Depending on the company, what they want.
Okay. After the company has declined.
Company already give the some format, some work format. According to the job description is described, na?
No, sir.
Job-
I want
job-
to say that
Poonam,
no, sir. I want to say that the company is already hired the employees in starting. After the company has a setback, then what will the final form? That on that I have stuck.
actually, Poonam is asking.
Final form for the market as per the market, sir, ma'am.
Okay,
Hello,
okay. Sir.
actually, Poonam is asking final format of that trading assistance.
Yes,
What
sir.
are the final format and how it can be prepared in this case?
Yes, sir, for this case.
Okay.
Not for the initial one.
Because let me, I think, give the answers of Ms. Poonam. Okay, Ms. Poonam, try to understand, first of all, like when we discuss about the format of job description, I think as we have also discussed in the case of our theoretical discussion as well, we always start the job description form with the title or the position for which we are hiring. For example, in this case, it is, I think, analyst, I think it is so. What is the job title which they are looking for?
For what should be the title first? Job
Title.
Associates.
Associates it is.
Associate, yes.
It is associate job
Assistant.
title. Yeah, assistant or associate, whatever.
Assistant.
Okay. Then after that, you just give the detail. What is the meaning of assistant? Because definitely assistant may have a different meaning in different industries, different sectors. So you will define that. What exactly the assistant is all about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The second stage. Third stage, you always actually give them the concerned department you need to report or you need to work in parallel. Okay, definitely there will be department in the company and with whom you have a direct contact in terms of working profile or operational profile. Okay, then you mention about the responsibility phase. Okay,
Yeah.
definitely it is mentioned already in these challenges. Okay, then after that we actually expect this skill set from the assistants. That skill set we need to mention that these are the basically the criteria on the basis of that we are hiring a particular individual. And the last one is qualification.
Yes, sir.
So this is the standard one which I'm discussing, Ms. Poonam, with you right now. I think I hope I have given the answer of your query.
Okay, okay.
Understood, I think, Ms. Poonam. Fine?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. I hope so, students. Is it enough for the day and clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
Thank you so much. And
Okay,
tomorrow
thank
we'll
you, sir.
continue with the recruitment and we'll discuss one more case study tomorrow for job design. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Please take care.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ayushi.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, Chandrabhushan. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Shabana.